Welcome everybody. We are live with D&D. We are deep into the descent into Avernus now, and we are going to be playing some more D&D tonight as the adventure continues and the quest to find the true form of Tiamat. And Krabik, you said you're going to read the recap of where we're at in the story so far?
That is true. Is my audio coming through?
Yep, you're good.
The adventurers faced off against the demi-god titan Roskar, who is hell-bent on bringing back the Age of the Giants, and using blood magic, he is able to trap them in another plane of existence, where he explained how the lands truly belong to the Giants. The mighty slayers of Tiamat were able to work out a deal, giving the Giants half of the Sword Coast and to defeat the mighty Tiamat in her true form in Avernus. In exchange, that the Giants would leave the west side of the Sword Coast to the small folk. Roskar, knowing that the vengeful return of Tiamat is inevitable, wants her defeated once and for all. They traveled back to Waterdeep, where Balasar spoke with his god Torm and felt a great power bestowed upon him, but he does not know what it is or what power he was given. They met with the open Lord of Waterdeep and discussed the plans to split the lands of the Sword Coast with the Giants and their plan to go to Avernus and kill Tiamat once and for all in her true full form. A new deal was made and agreed upon with Roskar for the split of the land between the Giants and the small folk. They then used a spell by the Red Wizards of Thay to bring them to Avernus, where they met a hag, Mad Maggie, who seems to have ties to Fife, with Fife's hag being her sister. The hag, Mad Maggie, insisted that she could help them if they would help her first. Mad Maggie insisted that somehow Fife had memories locked away within her that could tell the location of the Sword of Zariel, an artifact she desperately wants. After some errands and a dream sequence ritual, Fife feels confident that she knows the location of a place called the Burning Citadel. But after a fight with some warlords, they arrive at a hill covered in bodies of those being tortured by Zariel, the leader of Avernus, and soon discovered a paladin who had tried to betray Zariel and was left to suffer for all of eternity. They killed the doppelganger spirit of his sins and freed him. During the process, they managed to upset a hive of hell wasps in a giant nest nearby, and Balasar was almost carried off to their nest. However, they were able to rescue him before it was too late. With new information about the location of the Burning Citadel, the location of Zariel's sword, they will be faced with more hellish abominations in their quest to find and defeat Tiamat in her true nightmarish form in her own home, Avernus. What will happen? What will the adventurers do? This applause break is going on for a really long time, guys.
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. My bad.
Amazing commentary, but I also was on mute.
Sorry, I was on mute. My bad. So you guys had just found out that the Burning Citadel, where you believe the Sword of Zariel to be, you were told it did not turn out that Fife's memory was correct. It was not here. In fact, where she thought it was a giant hell wasp nest. But you were told by a vampire that you decided to free that it was to the northwest of this current location around the hell wasp nest. And you guys had kind of ran, you had to actually run down the hill to the south while the hell wasps were buzzing around. You were able to get out of their detection range. Currently, they're just all kind of swarming around that area trying to find you. You're at the bottom of this hill.
Could you share the map again?
Mm-hmm.
Please?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Also, should we take a moment now to check in with the chat and make sure, see how they'd like to kill us this week?
Or
What little fun super chats we could get?
All right, sharing the map.
Okay. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I used up so many of my spells. I am down to go check out the other location that the vampire gave us, but like Krabik is hurt, Tronik's kind of hurt, Balasar's hurt, and I'm almost out of spells. So my thought is let's rest up really quickly. Let's find a place to post up, and then make our way to the tower, the citadel.
Yeah, I would say let's
can't
hang out in.
Kill everyone.
Yeah. Can we hang out in Fife's
Which one?
mansion again?
Ooh, that's gonna be hard. I used my 7th level spells, keeping everybody alive or helping as much
Uh-oh.
as I could. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I used up a bunch of my spells, so I'm a little worried about that, if I'm being honest.
Well, you know,
Well,
we could camp out the old-fashioned way.
Ugh,
Yeah, I could cast Faithful Hound to at least keep an eye out.
okay. If that is what we must, then we shall.
I only need a short rest, so I could also stay up for part of the night.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay. I can definitely let's look at what everybody's got. I could lay on hands for a lot of this. I mean, I can heal Tronic, me, and about half of Kravik, basically.
What's the total
Yeah.
amount of HP missing? Because I can heal for like, I can do 400 healing instantly.
Yeah, but I think
Okay,
it's less about
all right.
I think it's less
Thank
about
you.
The healing.
Now, sorry, what
Sorry.
you could do was cute when it comes to
Right,
healing,
right.
but you know,
Sorry.
do we need healing or?
I was trying to feel good about what I could possibly do for a sec. Thank you for allowing me like a little bit of time
No problem,
to
Alistair. Anytime.
enjoy the very idea of
Anytime.
being useful.
You
I
know-
think it's less about the healing though, and I think it's more about trying to get spells back, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
At least for
That's what
me.
it sounds like.
I cast a bunch of big spells. Five cast a bunch of big spells. So
Right,
yeah, if
right, but
it doesn't
the
seem
idea
like we
being
have
like,
a time thing.
but the idea being like, in case we aren't able to sleep, let's heal people in case we're interrupted, right? While we're doing that. So
I will accept
Um,
all heals.
great. All right. So what? Oh, I'm level 18. Sorry. All right.
Yep.
So Kravik, you're healed. Tronic, you're healed. I mean, I can keep casting it if you want, or we could just say that you did, and you could take your wounds off.
I will take my wounds off.
Lenora slow claps at Balasar's.
Yeah. Now Balasar has impressed 2 different magic users in 2 different campaigns, and so he's like, I really can do it all, you know.
All right, so you guys are gonna attempt to take a rest. Like, how are you guys doing this? Bed rolls, or what exactly are you guys doing?
How are we doing this?
I think I have a tent so people can sleep in. Let me just check my inventory here. I know I have like whatever what is the basic camping kit? What does that come with?
It comes with like a small tent, some bed rolls.
Don't we all have that?
I think that's
I think
a
it's-
default adventurer's kit
Yeah.
item.
Yeah.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
we want to try? Do we want to try to like move a little bit? Like, can we like roll a survival check or something to see if we can find like some
The best spot.
natural, like like a natural cover, whether that's like a cliff that sort of like could give some hiding, or like a
Yeah.
cave, or that doesn't look like somebody's
Yeah.
living in it.
Yeah, so we'll have to do a couple rolls here. So first roll, who's gonna actually scavenge for somewhere to rest?
This is survival skills.
It'd be
Let's see,
survival, yeah.
survival.
My survival is pretty good. I'll start.
Okay, so
I have a +8 too.
Lenora's searching for somewhere for you guys to rest. She does find a
21.
she
I
does-
think she finds something.
yeah, she finds a little. It's kind of an alcove, not really a cave, but kind of an alcove down at the bottom of the hill, where it's at least there's only one one opening that you could be attacked from.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can we go there and just sort of make it be as naturally camouflaged as possible?
Yeah.
Cool.
So everybody just roll me a one more. Everybody roll me a survival check real quick.
Okay. What a
I'm gonna.
terrible
Who has the
idea.
worst survival? I'm giving them a bardic inspiration. Actually, everybody gets a bardic. I touch everybody. So that's
Okay.
I have
Nate, do you
so
want
it's-
me to roll again? Or am I good?
It's plus what?
You can add a D12.
D12. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. D12. So mine is a 22.
Mine's a 32.
Yeah,
And yours is 17, Tronic?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here.
I was with a +8 too. I rolled a
Krebs
2.
plus 12. Okay. So, everyone gets a good night's sleep, except for Tronic. Tronic only gets a short rest. He keeps getting awoken by just the screams of and sounds of Avernus. He keeps thinking he's under attack and waking up. So he gets
Aw.
some sleep, but he only gets a short rest.
I'm used to it. It's like the same thing with my wife.
Hey,
Hey,
You take her down.
see you at the Berkshires.
Of the people to not get a good night's sleep, that was probably the best one, right? Because you have no spells, Tronic.
Yeah, no, I have no spells.
Great. Then yeah, we're good.
Oh, nice! I get my 5th level back. Great, excellent.
All right, got everybody's rests in. And, okay, you guys awaken at the bottom of the hill. You kind of scout the area above the hill. There's a few hell wasps, but they're not really searching the ground anymore. They're just kind of buzzing much higher up. It's nothing like it looked the day before. It looks as if they've mostly given up on the search and returned to their hive. But that is the area. You guys do have to travel up through there to go to where you're going.
so are we agreed that we're gonna go check out where the dead guy said the sword is now, or do we want to go to the wasp nest?
I mean, the wasps are a known quantity. Like, if we go to the other place and there's like giant rats or something, then like I'm down to come back and fight wasps, or like whatever scares like spiders, giant spiders. Then I'm down to come back and fight the wasps. But I feel like because we don't know what's over there, it's worth checking out first.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Everybody agrees.
All right, so
Checking out the nest or checking out around the nest?
yeah, you guys are just gonna. If you're going where he directed you, you're gonna go to the west and then up and around north.
Oh, okay.
So you will go kind of around it. But I mean, it's up and it's pretty far up in the sky.
Okay.
All right. So you guys travel through. Everybody just roll me just a dexterity check real quick. I want to make sure that none of the wasps in the areas you're traveling through there's not many, but there's a few. I want to see if any of them notice you.
Normal dex or save it?
Just normal.
Check.
Jesus.
Quick question. Can I summon Strong Bad? Can I summon my would he take like damage in Avernus? Is it like constant or whatever, or no, not at all?
Probably not. No. I mean, something could always happen, I guess, but not naturally.
No,
if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I just mean is it like the evil of this place or whatever? Yeah, no.
Well,
Great.
Damage.
All right.
that was true. You'd be dead hours ago, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm powerful. I hate to say it. I don't know if you remember.
Now, when you do summon Strong Bad, though, you do notice that he doesn't look normal. He looks like a nightmarish version of himself here in Avernus.
Oh, murder him!
Really? But now he looks like it, but I'm, we sort
It's
of
still
have
the
a
same.
telepathic
You can
connection,
tell
so
that it's still
great.
the same spirit, same horse. It's just his
Great.
appearance has changed.
An important
Great.
question, Nate. Can I, or do I immediately draw my mace and start attacking this ghoulish creature before me?
I don't know. How would you react? That'd be a role play.
I would say Balasar. That doesn't seem like your horse.
This is Strong Bad. Be sure. Smell him. He doesn't give off the evil scent that the rest of this place does. Just the scent of horse.
Balasar, can I ask you, since everything that's evil is stinky to you, do I smell like bad? I'm not evil. I'm good, but I have evil in me.
Excellent
Tell me,
question.
sniff me.
All right. Now I want you, before I do this, I want everyone to know everything here is above board. It is simply a friend sniffing another friend.
Essentially,
Her
asexually
request.
sniffing at my request.
I'm looking for evil, everyone. Don't
He's
read
sniffing
into it.
respectfully.
Yes. All right, and then yeah, I'll sniff. Fife.
Okay. I mean, she smells like she's been on the road for a while, but nothing,
Yeah.
nothing more
Right.
Can I
specific than that. If you'd like to.
Can
I fart.
can I fart? Can I
Glad
fart?
of
Bowser, are you?
nothing to our spirits.
I cannot
Roll,
believe
roll, the,
that.
roll the fart. How do you
Yeah, roll a
Well,
roll a
well,
Constitution. Let's see how bad it was.
Okay.
Me roll a constitution
No,
check?
she's. Oh wow, she let she let out a rumbly one. You know, like the ground under your feet. You felt it a little bit.
Ow!
The demons
I like-
of this land are quaking in fear.
I wipe it off my face like a cartoon character that's been like shot by almost blood. I just like wipe it off, and I say, I'm sorry to say, I believe I have found some evil.
Something evil inside of me, like I said.
Yes,
You-
Balsar is happy to take a deep breath away of the sulfur and brimstone of Avernus.
Yeah, I thought she smelled bad. Okay.
All right, so as you guys are traveling up on your way, we're going to do this quickly. We can roleplay this, actually. A wasp does come down and begins kind of inspecting you, Tronic. He's like, got his antenna out. He's kind of feeling at you a little bit at your feet. What do you want to do?
Is he bothering me, or is he just kind of like?
Seems like he's just
Sniffing away.
inspecting you, yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna let him. Usually with these things, as long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you. That's what my old granny used to tell me, anyway.
All right.
So I'm just gonna kind of let him do his thing.
All right. He kind of feels around at your feet for a second, and then he just kind of buzzes off back towards the nest.
Granny's never wrong.
Way to not Homer Simpson that one. You guys remember that episode where
Mhm.
I mean, murders a bug immediately.
All
Changes the time. Space continuum.
right, you guys, you come up and around the nest, and you're traveling west and as much north as you can, but there is a bit of a lava pool far to the north under the hornet's nest. So you're mostly traveling west, but a little bit to the north, and you do see that it kind of starts veering over. The lava pool kind of starts ending to the north, and there is a pathway, an open land kind of curving up to the north, and you begin traveling down that. And then in the distance, you can kind of see what looks to be like a glowing, radiant light ahead, directly due north of you. You could easily, the land here is huge, you could easily take a long path around, or you could go up closer to inspect what you're seeing.
Thoughts?
Nathan, is this like where we think the sword is, or is this like a thing that's in the way of us getting to where we think the sword is?
You're not sure.
Mhm.
I mean, it is in the direction, yes. It is in the direction. Because all you
Do we
know
see
is to
anything
go
else?
this way. No, from where you're at, it looks pretty empty in this area, besides that glowing light.
Hmm.
All right, I said let's go check it out, guys.
Maybe we should send your
Mhm.
bat first, just so that we're not like
I'll send
walking
the bat.
into a trap.
All right, I will send the bat.
All right. So when you send your bat forward towards it, it gets close enough to see that it is it's like a half globe sticking out of the ground. There are what looks like two mandible-looking horns coming up on either side of it, and it is glowing profusely. The orb is, and inside of it, you do see there's a unicorn in there.
Ooh.
Have we come across a unicorn before?
Not in this game. Not in my session,
no,
at
we-
least.
Can I roll
Yeah.
to see if I know what this thing is, either Arcana or History?
Sure. You believe it to be an actual unicorn.
But like, do I know like what the thing around it is?
No, you're not sure about that. It's some sort of a holding device. Like it's trapped there, perhaps, something of that nature.
Do you guys want to go look at a trapped unicorn?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys get closer to it, this radiant.
I'm
what?
gonna. Is there a place where I could stand, not in that room, like in a whatever, or not in that area exactly, like sort of hang back a bit, just in case.
Yeah, you can hang back, further back, sure.
I still want to see everything, but I don't want to be like right everybody in the same
I-
area.
I don't see Tronic in the game. Are you here, Tronic?
He left the chat too.
Uh-oh.
Like, he-
Yeah.
He said he had to restart his computer.
Oh, he had to restart his
His
computer. Okay, I
computer
missed
started
that.
without him.
Can
Yeah.
you guys hear me?
Now we can, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm on my. I had to jump on my phone. My computer decided it wanted to restart an update. So if I don't know what I just missed, but I might need you to roll for me until it updates here for a second.
Okay.
You just missed a unicorn.
It's updating. Can you guys see this, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see the unicorn.
I'm gonna drag you guys out.
Oh wow, yeah.
I need to make you guys bigger. They made this map way too big. I don't know what the deal was with that.
What are we looking at? Can you describe it to me in detail?
Unicorn inside something? What's the thing that's inside?
Some sort of a holding container.
Yeah, let me get
Yeah.
let me get your all's things a little bigger, and I'll.
I thought you were messing with me, Kirsten.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, but no, it's really a unicorn.
Our first one ever, I think.
You never forget your first
Wow.
unicorn.
Fix your all's icons, and I'll explain the scene a little better.
Is it a nice looking unicorn?
That's an excellent question.
A B, a solid B. I've seen prettier, but you know.
I thought this is the first time you've seen it.
Neg the unicorn.
Yeah, you know. Not to its face.
There we go. All right, and Fife was wanting to hang back a little bit. So as you guys come up a little closer, there's this radiant light cascading down from what looks to be a rusted metal monument shaped like the upraised mandibles of a giant beetle. And inside of this half orb jutting out of the ground, you do see what looks to be a unicorn strutting about in the globe. And it's kind of walking the perimeter as if it had been trapped there a long time, but it's still inspecting for a way out.
I would like to use message to try to see if I can communicate with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, do you require assistance? Do you wish for freedom?
You feel this loud ringing in your ears when you try to communicate with the unicorn, as if this structure is blocking the message from getting through. And about that time, you see what looks to be a devil creature swoops down as if it's going to attack the globe, almost as if it's mesmerized either by the light coming off of it and or the unicorn itself, and it smashes into the orb. There's a big bolt of lightning comes out of the orb and fries the devil, and you see nothing but ashes sprinkled down the sides of the orb.
You know, I'm starting to think that maybe there's not a unicorn in there, that this is like a trap that is set to kill people, to kill things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's not touch it, I guess.
I can detect like good or evil, and so it would register for me if there was like a unicorn in there. I believe, like, assuming it is a
I would say,
celestial type.
Balsar, you do sense this is a good creature trapped in here.
Mm. Can I cast dispel magic on the orb at level 5?
You can try.
Okay, I cast dispel magic.
All right. When you do see a bit like the light begins to kind of dim for just a moment, but then it brightens back up, and then immediately, what looks to be a Deo or a genie type creature appears in front of it. Do you attack my prisoner? He says.
No,
My friends
attack
do.
your prison.
What reasoning do you have to come for my unicorn?
We thought it required its freedom. We thought it wanted to be free.
You come to Avernus to save unicorns?
That's like one of our things.
Well, this one just happens to belong to me. I could make
Does
a
it
deal.
want to be free?
Oh, I'm sure it would love to be free, but it belongs to me. It's my pet. If you want the unicorn, I'm sure we could work out a deal.
What kind of deal?
Have you heard of Belle?
Like a
From
Beauty and the Beast?
No, not that Belle. More of an archdevil.
Oh, Bane of the Lord of Murder. Yes. I believe I've heard of him.
Indeed. Well, I have a bit of a proposition for you.
Would I have heard of him? Sorry, I know Bane because I played Diablo.
Yeah, likely you would. Yeah, it's one and the same in D&D, pretty much.
Great.
I could make a deal with you. First, tell me, do you truly? I sense a bit of deception here. You're not truly here in Avernus to collect unicorns. This is not quite the place to come for such creatures.
No, you speak true, demon. We are here to defeat Tiamat.
Tiamat. Ah.
Yes.
Ah, then Belle would be of great use to you.
Sounds like you're eager to give up your unicorn.
Yes, indeed, I am. In fact, I was hoping that you would come here. To be quite honest, and to be quite frank, I need some help.
What's it gonna take to get you guys in this unicorn today?
I know, dude.
that.
Jared and I have been buying cars literally all day and it's been the exact
Oh my
same
God.
as a car dealer.
I mean,
He's a used unicorn dealer. Fuck.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like,
with
listen,
that
I
deal,
can knock
honestly,
off some of the price off of this, but I'm gonna have to get you on the interest rate.
I'm seeing
That
some
right-
bits on this
that
unicorn.
right
Now that I
there.
look carefully, this is kind of a dead.
I mean,
That right
honestly,
there.
Owners and this unicorn had.
I'm gonna have to check with my boss. He probably won't let me do this deal. It's probably too good. But
And then
We'll
he just goes
see.
in his org for a minute talking to nobody and then comes out like an hour later being like, yeah, I don't know what we can do, my friends.
yeah. We went through this.
I could make a deal with you if you're wishing to overthrow the great Queen of Dragons, then we could certainly work something out. You see, I am trying to break my pact with Tiamat myself.
Ah. What was your pact?
No, there's no need to explain that. What is important is how that we break it.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
All right. Roll for it.
Do I have to roll for it?
Oh, I thought you did.
Oh,
No, you don't. My bad. You're sensing that he is quite anxious to introduce you to someone. He's thinking of it looks like a hag.
Another hag?
How many hags are there out here?
It's a hag party.
I mean, you're in hell.
They're always trying to set you up with their friends. It's like,
Yeah.
I like you. It's like, you're stop. Set me up with all your hag friends.
What is it that you wish for us to do?
Well, you see, I'm bound to this contraption you see here. It is known as a demon zapper. And I can't leave. However, as I can see, you're free to wander as you please. I know an oracle named, we call her Red Ruth, and she could surely divine some sort of solution to free me. Would you be willing to travel and speak with Red Ruth and find a solution to break me free? I'll give you the unicorn. I'll do even one bigger. I'll introduce you to Bel himself, and between you and Bel, you could certainly work out a plan to overthrow Tiamat.
Huh.
Okay, we have like a pretty solid to-do list at the moment, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great. How long do you think this is going to take? Is it on the way to, and then I tell him the direction that we're going?
The Burning Citadel? Are you going to mention that?
Yeah, maybe like is it in the direction of the Burning Citadel? We're trying to get a sword or something for another old lady. We got a lot of stuff going on.
As soon as you start mentioning the Burning Citadel and sword, he chuckles when you say Burning Citadel. When you start saying a sword you're trying to get from there, he begins belly laughing. Oh, please stop. Who sent you on such an errand? You have been fooled.
Shit.
Mad Maggie.
Mad Maggie. And what did she want you to do with this sword?
Just bring it back to her.
Yeah, she wanted us to bring it to her.
Of course she did. So she expects you to just walk into the Burning Citadel, slay Zariel, and take his sword. Were you aware that was your quest?
Yeah.
Dude, we have different senses of humor, I think. Oh, this one's not like a funny one to us.
Yeah, like, do you still watch Family Guy?
Is it
'Cause
funny
I
as
haven't.
Is it funny as in we're destined to fail, or funny as in we're on a fool's errand?
It's a fool's errand. Zariel is the rule of Avernus, granted by Asmodeus himself. He's not just going to give up his sword. You claim you're here to overthrow Tiamat. Zariel's the one who trapped Tiamat. I believe that you're just on quite the fool's errand here. What are you here to do? Are you here to kill Zariel? Are you here to fight Tiamat?
We're definitely here for Tiamat. That's top level. What does your quest entail? Who are we? We're just gonna have to attack that one. What are the exact contours of your request? Because I don't want to get laughed at when I meet another demon and I tell him what I'm trying to do with you, and then he's like, "Ah, that's so stupid."
Yeah.
My quest is quite simple. I'm trapped here. By Zariel. I cannot leave. I wish to leave. I no longer wish to stand here and guard this zapper of demons and this stupid unicorn. I wish to be free.
Okay, so how exactly in painful detail, how would you expect us to do that for you?
Well, I would expect you to go speak to Red Ruth, and she's very powerful of all types of tinctures, and I just know that she is all-powerful. She could surely find a way to free me.
Is she related to Mad Maggie?
Not that I'm aware of.
But also, wait, if we defeat Tiamat, doesn't that break your tide from her anyway?
This is definitely nothing to do with Tiamat. I have been bound here by Lord Zariel. Or Lady Zariel, sorry.
You know what? But what if this red ruby or whatever her name is, she tells us to go just kill Zariel? What if that's what if it all comes down to killing Zariel?
I doubt it. There must be some simpler solution.
That would be great. We're in the business of simple solutions.
I think we figured out, are we the reluctant adventurers or are we the contemplative adventurers?
I think we're the adventuring equivalent of a teenager who's asked like 5 times to take out the trash and like does it, but really doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I mean, let's meet this oracle. I don't know. We're on the trip. I don't really want to kill Zariel. I don't think we can. I don't think we can murk her.
Yeah, I agree. I think this seems. We're gonna meet a friend here. We're gonna meet a demon who apparently will help us. And we can get a unicorn.
Great.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, now for the fine details. Now that you've agreed.
No.
Nothing is fine in blood.
It is a bit of a
Okay.
corrupted forest she lives in. It's very nearby, though. I'm sure you can find your way. And, just talk with Red Ruth, see what she can muster up, what she can savor for me. Also tell her I'm sorry about that event that took place a couple of centuries ago. I'm sure she's forgotten it by now.
You sure?
Yeah.
My detect thoughts should still be active, so I should know what he's talking about.
It seems like he done a bad deal with her a long time ago, and she was quite upset about it. And he actually did have plans to follow through with the deal, but he's been trapped here.
That doesn't seem like his fault. Okay. I mean, I don't love how you got us in with a really easy quest, and then you told us that there's some fine prints that we didn't see, some add-ons. So that's not great, but
That makes him more of a car dealer.
To
frankly.
be fair, it would be hard to find a forest in Avernus that wasn't corrupted. I mean,
he's right. Yeah.
You can fit
All right.
so many corrupted forests.
all right. So he is walking around to the side here. You can tell he has a very small perimeter, and it looks as though he's walking his exact length he is allowed to go. And he walks up to the north end, and he's pointing far to the north. You can see it just looks like a big pile of bramble. Like old dead. It's not like a forest. It just looks like old dead twisted vines and brush decaying in the heat of Avernus. She lives there.
I don't trust you, but I don't trust anybody here. Should we go, you guys? Is this like? Are we ready? Are we just doing circles at this point, or are we
We're
doing
stopping-
progress?
We're
I
stopping
feel like
one
these are-
quest for another, but
Well,
if we believe this guy, then this is the quest to do.
I mean,
thought-
that's definitely a unicorn in there that's good. And if he's telling us, like, we can't beat Zariel, which, to be fair, if this person is the Lord of Avernus and not Tiamat, then at the very least, this quest will tell us whether or not he is believable. And if he is, and he says that we can't beat Zariel, then that's worth knowing. And finding some allies here might be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to roll a perception check on this forest that we're about to run into.
Okay.
I'll do that too.
Oh,
I feel like
Oh,
I
dang.
feel like all these items
right.
would be
Whoa!
for us to have.
Double nat 20s.
Wow.
You guys can sense that this is it's magically enchanted. Likely this is going to be a situation where, like a maze type situation, because it's not very big, but it's magically enchanted. So that generally you assume will mean that this is going to be, once you go inside, it'll be much larger than it appears from the outside kind of situation.
Is
do-
this guy
Oh, go
who
ahead.
gave us the quest? Is he still here? Is he like waiting for us to go in, or did he go back to?
Oh,
his unicorn?
you guys didn't tell me you started traveling towards it, so you guys are just standing here near him as he's pointing off in the
I gotcha.
distance.
He just like pointed at the
Yeah.
bramble or whatever.
Yes.
Mm. Quick question: did anyone else target him the minute he came up, and so have a big line like going to him?
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, what is it, Razala? Is there how would we go? How would we get? Is there a way to navigate through this bramble? It looks like it could get really confusing, and we could walk for centuries.
It will be quite confusing. Let me, if you've got a moment, let me bend your ear a bit. In a bygone age, the night hag Red Ruth corrupted a entire community of dryads by fouling the roots of their trees with mind-bending poison. And as she bent these creatures and fell them to evil, their forest was wrenched from the Feywild into Avernus. They now, most of them died. There were a few who resisted the poisons. They tried to merge back with the trees, and most of it's crumbled to ash and become restless. There are some tortured spirits of them wandering, more akin to banshees now. And Red Ruth has just settled there, content to make her home right in the heart of this twisted wood.
So we need to go to the heart of the wood to find her.
Yes,
Okay.
and it might be more confusing than it appears in some fashions, but if you continue searching, you will eventually find her hovel.
Okay.
I'm back in game, Nathan. Is there a map?
Yeah, let me share it.
Thank you.
I would like to message the team that I think we should at least tell this guy we're saying yes to his thing and start walking over towards the bramble.
Sure.
I mean, we didn't shake hands or anything. We'll do our best. That's what we can tell him.
We'll do our best.
All right, well, you guys travel across the cracked plains towards it. When you get close enough to actually see that there's an obvious entrance into this bramble, and it looks more of like a maze of warped trees and bone-like vines kind of stretch out before you. Calcified corpses are kind of merged in with the trees, and they're covered in fungal pods. It looks like the pods are feeding on the blood oozing through the undergrowth.
Ooh.
Here and there are narrow paths that just kind of wind deeper into the wood.
So before we head in, I'm just gonna I want to kind of check in with everybody real quick. And just be like, does it seem weird that we just keep on getting different quests here, guys? Like one quest after the other, quest on quest on quests.
I mean, it seems like
You
hell.
Define what? Define weird.
I don't know. It almost feels like the quest is figuring out how to stop going on quests.
So
I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I'm just
we have to
looking
say,
at a pattern here. Looking at a
I
pattern.
feel like somebody's watching out for us, and they know that if we go out against Tiamat without getting any, some of these items that we need, the sword, the unicorn, etc., that we'd probably
No,
get
the
our
sword
asses
isn't
handed.
for fighting Tiamat. The sword was because Mad Maggie just wanted it. She just asked us to get it for her.
Yeah, because she was going to give us something in return, right?
I mean, is there a better option that we have? I mean, we really don't. We need allies for sure, and we also need. We have no idea how to get there, and it feels like everybody in hell is never going to just do something. Just even if they want Tiamat dead, I don't think they're ever just going to do something to just get rid of her. I think that they're going to want a little
something in exchange.
something.
And Krabik, you would be aware from your research that Avernus is just full of deals. It's always about making deals, and it's usually a twisted return. That's just kind of the way that things are here. And not telling
you
the
say-
whole truth, or like and you don't know who to trust, right? Like, was the hag lying? Was this guy lying? Who knows? Maybe they're all lying. It's hard to tell. But
All right. Gotcha.
because
like
they
that.
could be telling the truth, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's a twisted version of it because they need something. They want something.
Yeah.
Also, what is even the truth?
Yeah, Balasar says, "Worry not. We have someone watching out for us, who knows our moves and sees us even here." Balasar points at Nathan through the fourth wall, and he says, "Tom is here."
All right, guys. Well, then let's head into this fucking thorny forest.
All right,
So
soon.
canonically, Torm Nathan?
Torm is up. Whoever is up. Torm is up. Nathan's up. Everybody. The puppet masters are up.
So as you guys step into this twisted mess of vines and trees with bodies mashed into them, which, by the way, I got an image just kind of give you a little visual here. As you guys step in, you do see spirits floating around, wailing. They don't seem to be of any threat. They seem to just be in extreme emotional pain, and just wandering and vanishing back into the trees. And then a sign appears. It was obviously not there, and it just kind of appears in front of you. It has many different directions, and for each way it points is a path. The paths are, one of the signs says evil, another says vengeance, and another says wrath, and another says pain, and another says suffering.
And those are the only paths?
Yes.
Which one says
Those
good?
paths? Those good paths.
Wait, this one over here says chocolate.
Yeah. I vote for chocolate.
What are they again, Nathan? Can you say them again?
Pain, suffering, vengeance, wrath. I forgot one. I was kind of making them up, to be honest. Evil. So there we go.
Evil.
Is there one for each of us? Like 5?
There's 5. Yes, there is 5.
Should we just go
Oh,
down each one?
5-way split? Oh my god.
that doesn't sound too much like a great idea.
Yeah, if we get into combat, could be trouble.
Was there a vengeance one?
There was a
Yeah,
vengeance.
vengeance.
Alright,
Vengeance-
Lenora says
vengeance
I'm
and
going
wrath
on
are
one
kinda
alone. I'm
similar.
going on vengeance.
Yeah, I'm kind of voting on vengeance too.
Should
All
we
right.
all go down vengeance?
Let's all do vengeance.
Sure.
It would not be my choice.
Well, what would your choice be, Beth? Oh, sorry.
What's your evil word of choice, Balasar?
Suffering.
Oh, okay.
Or
Well,
even the
Oh,
good.
that does make sense.
Even the good suffer. We suffer to do what is right, and it is a hard thing often. We suffer because we are good.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I asked.
Okay,
We're sorry
I'm
I
suffering.
asked. Sorry.
Let me speak some more on suffering, if you like.
No.
It is
I'm
the
okay.
penitent.
The penitent man who. Oh, you're
Shall
saying?
pass. Yes,
Alright.
the penitent man kneels before God.
So which are you going? Evil, vengeance, suffering,
Lenora-
wrath, or pain?
Lenora puts out her fist for a Rochambeau with Balasar for suffering versus vengeance.
Okay. What is a Rochambeau? Is that rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. By which we say stone, parchment, shears.
All right,
Stone, parchment, shears.
I'm gonna DM what I'm throwing
Okay,
to Nate.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then you
Okay.
DM me what you're
I
rolling.
will also DM Nate. Hang on. I don't really know how to do this.
Did you get it?
Okay, I got yours. Yep.
Great.
Oh, hang on one second. Okay.
Okay, the best choice win, Balasar.
Yes.
Okay, I got Balsars. Let's see. All right, so you guys both throw out paper. Parchment. You both throw down parchment. So, reroll.
All right.
Okay.
Swear to God, if you guys both put paper again, I'm gonna scream.
All right. All right. So, Lenora throws out parchment. Balsar throws out shears. So Balsar has one.
Ah, yes. And so we go down the path of suffering, as all good people do
God
in this
damn it.
world.
God, Balthazar, what if that's our suffering? It's not.
I'm so
I, like,
excited.
what
Alright.
if it's? Wouldn't it be better to be an instrument of vengeance?
I feel like
You know,
suffering
it's
is like the
lost, yeah.
worst choice of all of them.
I mean, I feel like let's be real. I do think
I mean-
pain is the worst one, but suffering.
No, because pain you could get over. Suffering is long lasting.
Yes. As
Spoken
it
like a
should.
true father.
Leave it to
Or
the
somebody with
paladin
really
to pick
bad
suffering.
Back pains right now.
Yes, suffering is the way, as we have learned. But let me tell you of my suffering.
I'm gonna
First,
lean over. I'm gonna lean over
come
to
this
Lenore and
way.
I'll be like, "Is Balthazar losing it? Is he like coming apart?"
Kalukale. Let us suffer today.
All right,
Ah.
you guys go down this path, and for a second, it's almost as if you lose track of the trail because it just gets, you just kind of get lost in the brambles, almost like there is no trail. And then it opens up, and you see the corpse of a drow. He's resting at the end of the path, or she is. Her flesh is impaled by hungry vines, and her face is twisted in an expression of horror. But hanging on her, off of her side, is a bag of devouring on a strap.
Yoink! With my
Do
with my
people-
with my mage hand.
Do people know what a bag of devouring is? Who knows what a bag of devouring is?
Is
I
it
do
just
not.
Who is it?
holding?
What's that?
What? Yeah. Do we know off the top of our heads what a bag of devouring is?
Nope.
I'll roll.
It looks like a. It looks like a. I can just show it to you. There. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Lenora thinks hard. The hardest.
Lenora, you do know a bit about the bag of devouring.
Oh,
It
okay.
resembles a bag of holding. Does everybody know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. It's a pretty popular one.
one.
It resembles one, except for it's more of a feeding device. It's an extra-dimensional creature, and this creature can sense when something's placed in the bag, and it attempts to actually eat it and devour it, and it's lost forever. If a person were to reach into a bag of devouring, their hand, they will be pulled into it and possibly destroyed.
Okay, so when Fife said yoink, does that mean?
How canon is my yoink? I
Well-
did say yoink.
Well, she could grab the bag.
I did
if
say
she
yoink
wanted
with
to.
my mage hand. With my mage hand.
She didn't say
do
she
we-
opened the bag. She just said she.
Right. Do we know what it?
How is that? Is
we-
that canon?
Yeah, I was going to say that you at least grab for it. You know.
Yeah.
Do we know? Do we all know what a drow is?
Gets in the way of Fife, or stops her right hand and says, "This is a cursed item. I don't think we want this. This could be the suffering that they intended."
Hmm.
Yeah, a drow is a dark-skinned elf.
Right, a dark elf. But do we all know about perhaps any of us? I mean, I rolled a 25 in history. Do we know about the Underdark and Menzo Branson and all that stuff, and that the drow are generally thought to be evil?
Wow, racial profiling.
Hey, man, I read books in the 80s. Thank you.
I read books in the 80s as a really good response to...
evil. It was a simpler time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm still mage hand yoink. I'm sick of worrying, you guys. We just gotta do things. If I die, I die. Yoink with the mage hand.
Okay, so you're gonna take it with mage hands?
Yeah. With mage hand. Keep it away from me.
Yeah, it slips off of the body of the drow. What would you like to do with it?
Can I put it in an extra dimensional plane, Krabik?
You want me to put it in a dimensional plane for you?
Yeah.
Let me see. I thought I had a spell that did that. I might have gotten rid of it. Let me double check here. Secret chest. Yes, I do have secret chest.
Okay, I think we put it as the extra dimensional plane, and we can always ask somebody with deep knowledge to use an identify spell on it later.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so I'm dropping it in your inventory then, Kravik.
And I'm going to put it into secret chest.
I'm gonna see if I'm not sure what it called it on here. I'm not sure if it's straight up just called it. Yeah, it did. Bag of Devouring. There it is.
I look at this drow. What do we see about the drow?
It's looks like it's rotted a bit, and like I said, there's just vines kind of burst through its flesh, as if it's laid here long enough for the vines to kind of grow through it. It looks like it died in horror and pain.
So this is not a new. It didn't die recently.
No.
This thing is gone.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. And besides that, you look around and there is a path going forward beyond the drow. There's a path going to the right and a path going to the left.
Boulder Partridge Tears?
Two roads diverged in a cursed wood.
Which one looks less traveled?
Let's go right, everybody.
They all look very not traveled.
Can we do like a perception check down? I don't know, a foot down each path or a few feet down each path? You said there's two paths? I checked the right.
3.
path.
There's one to the straight ahead, one to the left, one to the right.
I checked the one to the right.
I'll check the one straight ahead.
I'll take the one to the left.
Kravik, the one on the left.
I noticed there are 3 paths.
You feel is a very long path. Nobody else. They all seem bad.
Well, we know it's at the heart of the woods. Like, would it make the most sense just to go in a straight line?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's just keep going straight until we can't go straight anymore.
Sure.
Okay. You guys travel down, and it is a long path. It does continue just going straight, though. Then after about 100 yards, it does finally veer to the left a bit, where I need... find what it says. Okay, I need you guys to roll me a survival check, everybody.
Who has the worst survival?
Pretty good.
And I have +0, so I'm
Okay, so
sure
I
I
give
am.
Alisar a bardic
I'm pretty good,
inspo.
except I rolled terribly.
You gave me a bardic.
Yeah, so it's a plus, or roll a d12 on top of whatever you get.
Survival, you say?
Okay.
Hang on a sec.
And Nate,
Okay, I got
only
a 7.
really-
I got an 18.
I'm gonna use a luck roll on my terrible roll.
Okay.
To roll over time.
Okay.
Yeah, not
22,
much better, but I'll
12.
take the 12.
Okay.
Whatever may come up.
All right. So let's see here. Balasar, Tronic, Krabic, and Fife. You feel the bramble and the old bone-looking limbs of the trees wrap around you and pull you into them, and you find yourself standing in front of a cave-like hovel. It lies around in a very kind of open plain area. The brambles are all around it. There are hundreds of bones and body parts hang by twine from the entrance, and the ceiling is strung on the inside. You can see in a bit is strung with garland made of bloody entrails, and this whole area is buzzing with flies. Lenora, same thing happens to you. They kind of reach in and grab you and pull you in, except for you find yourself standing back at the signpost, but now one of them is missing. Suffering is no longer there. Now it just says evil, vengeance, wrath, and pain.
Suffering's gone. Okay. Interesting.
So there are now 4 paths for you to pick. Let's play out Lenora here for a bit.
And I'm fully separated from the group. No
Yes.
one else is with me?
Nope.
Oof. Lenora says, finally. Head down the path.
She goes home.
No longer held back by a stupid game of parchment, shears, whatever. Vengeance it is, she says to no one.
And we're calling out to Lenora, and we don't hear anything.
No. You hear nothing, and she hears nothing. All right, so you walk down the path of vengeance, and you're coming up, but you can see it splits to the left and the right, and you spot a staff entangled at the end of the path, buried behind a 15-foot deep thicket of thorns.
A staff, eh? Okay, can I detect dramatic irony as I've walked the path my entire life? I'll roll perception on the staff. No, 17.
You have a feeling that the staff is worthless.
All right, I spit on it. And there's nothing. What? It was just a staff, and it was attached to something. You said. What was the detail about it?
It was just entangled by a big bunch of thorns and things. So you'd have to walk through a bunch of thorns in order to get to it, basically.
Can I do an Arcana check? Do I detect any magic around this thing, vines or anything in the area?
You did detect some magic in the area. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm going to continue, but on my guard. I'm not going to touch the thing.
All right. Would you like to go left or right?
Right.
All right. You travel down to the right just a bit, and it immediately splits off again to the left or right from here.
Okay. Left.
Okay. Travel down left, and it appears to be a dead end. And as you're turning to go back, the limbs and vines wrap around you again. Roll me another, what was it again? Let me find it.
Oh, it was, you said survival?
Yeah, survival, yes. Roll me a survival check.
No, I want to be here. This is where I want to be.
All right. It pulls you in, and for everybody else, you see that the bramble behind you just kind of spits Lenora out.
We're all sobbing, like terrified, freaking out. Lenora's gone.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
She's dead.
Nothing. Vengeance was a bust, or at least the few little bit of it I saw was a bust.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? And
Oh,
suffering
Shut up,
was the
Balasar.
right way. Does the good suffer to do good, as is the way of the truly righteous and holy? And I clapped Lenore on the back. And I say, I am so proud of you for seeing the way. Your doubt took you away from us into vengeance. And now you are back here with us.
Lenora,
Trust
Lenore's just
in
like
me.
grabbing at roots, being like, "Take me now! Why can't you take me now? Take me somewhere else! Grab me!
Wait,
I'm
no,
back."
no. Wait. Trust in me, who is, again, a great healer. And I turn to Kravik and I say, and a great spellcaster.
Yes,
and
very
a
good.
great warrior. But only because of all of you. And now we go forward to the hag.
All right, so
I
you
think we
guys.
should all go down vengeance together.
No, I think we should go down evil.
Well,
Evil.
are we
Evil?
all free to move where we are? We're not back at this. Cause I was moved to the start of the path. You guys weren't, right? We're not at the start of the path right now.
Oh.
I was teleported there. You guys were teleported to this third place.
No, you guys are all in the same place now. You guys are all in the same
Oh.
place. You're all together
Oh, I
now.
see. I was brought back to a path, but it was missing signs and it was different than theirs. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
You still found your way.
Okay.
So what do we see? Are we looking at the different paths?
No, you guys are standing. You're all standing in front of a cave-like hovel. It's in the.
Gotcha,
It's got bones and body parts.
I
And,
think we passed the trial of the.
Yeah.
Right?
Seems like it. Or we
All
missed
right,
a
let's-
key important detail and Nate's not letting us go back to it.
no, you guys are all together. You're all staring at this hovel now.
All right, let's go into this hovel, y'all.
Howled up.
All right. Are you guys just gonna walk in?
Is there a door to knock?
There's no door. It's more
yeah.
like a cave. It's just got like an opening.
Sure, we can do a perception check, perhaps, on this the layout. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. Perception. Never mind. Yeah.
Well, Balasar, you do sense some evil within the hovel.
Ah.
I mean, it's not
There's evil.
it's not that strange for you at this point. You've sensed some evil off of everything you've met here, besides the unicorn.
Yes. Good news. There is as much evil as there is around us. So be careful.
Well detected.
As careful as we have been, but no more and no less.
Fife, you actually notice the smell of potions, freshly brewed, coming from within.
What does it smell like? Like good, like baked cookie smell, or more
Time
like
to make the potion.
like a stink smell?
It smells like someone's just been maybe crafting inside some health potions and poison potions, perhaps.
It probably smells like a Chinese hot pot. Lots of herbs.
And Lenora, you and Kravik, you notice, I mean, the place is just covered with bones and body parts, and some of them are fresh with blood dripping off of them. This is not going to be nice. There's flies everywhere.
How do you guys feel about announcing ourselves? So that whoever or whatever is inside knows that we are here on an errand and not trying to do any moitering.
I feel
Yeah,
good
do we
about
have a
it,
gift?
but I feel good about it, but only if Balasar does it like a hype man at a rap show. That's
All right, I'm ready. What? Oh, come on.
All right, you guys are announcing yourselves?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we have any gifts? Do we have anything you can give
DJ
them?
Balasar.
As you guys begin announcing that you're there, etc., you do see a disgusting looking old hag begins peeking around out the door. She's missing an eye. The other eye looks like it's bulging out of her skull. is a little bit of ooze coming out of it. She's not got any teeth. She's dressed and completely covered in what looks to be like stitched together bones. There's strings of what looks to be infants' skulls hanging around her neck. And you can hear that she's chattering something, but you can't really make out what she's saying.
She's beautiful.
How'd you shrink down those regular human skulls for your outfit? That's cool.
Hello and well met, ancient mother.
You
Come. Oh,
come for potions?
well, yes,
We do
but we
not
also
cover
come. We come for potions. I come for potions. I always come for potions.
We never turn down a potion. Come on.
I will. Yes. Yes.
Brewed
mind,
from
this
the
is the-
blood of the dryads, they are.
In my mind, this is the witch from A Link to the Past from the SNES Zelda. It's like baking mushroom brew.
You gotta bring her a mushroom.
Whatever.
You gotta bring her a mushroom. Then.
Yeah, he's gonna bring a mushroom.
Well, come in, come in.
I guess we go in. We go in.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
We come on behalf of Raul Zala, who says he's sorry for that thing. That's all he said.
Ah,
But he
yes.
also asked us for help.
What a nasty creature he is. I made a large, huge brew of potions for him, and he never paid me. Nasty creature.
I think he's trying to pay you, but he has been trapped guarding a unicorn. And he asked if you could free him, then maybe he could actually pay you.
So now he wishes for another favor from old Ruth.
That's up to you guys. We're
He's
just
wishing
telling you
for
what he said.
The ability to pay you back.
I'm aware that he's been trapped there, serves him right. I could free him, however, I certainly could do so. And what, perchance, do you get out of helping such a miserable being?
Oh, it's old, a jalopy of a unicorn. Really, like we're losing on this deal. Believe us.
A unicorn. All right, well, I suppose I could help you. I, of course, will require a favor.
Of course you will.
If you give
We are trapped.
hell person a favor, they're gonna ask for a glass of milk.
Quite simple what I need. Just watch over my hovel. I haven't been able to leave in so long. I need to go get a bath.
Oh.
And
I
how
just-
long exactly?
Trust me, I just got a dog. I understand. I just can't leave the damn place.
It's been a couple of centuries, at the very least, since I've last washed. If I could just go have a pampering session at the Infernal Rapture, at the Wandering Emporium for just a bit, just watch my hovel while I'm gone, that's all I ask.
You should take Kravik with you. He loves going to have a pampering session.
She's looking at Kravik. Those are... let me see them hands there, boy.
Okay. I am not giving you any of my fingers, okay, woman?
Oh, well... I could trade a couple of fingers for the favor if you don't wish to stay here and watch my hovel.
No fingers for you.
Jared, I mean, Kravik, don't we still have, like, we only gave the fingers, we kept the palm.
Give your hag
Right?
all of the fingers.
I don't think we gave her all the fingers. I
I
would
don't
never
think
just give up
I don't think we
fingers.
gave her anything yet.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, we have fingers. If she won't,
Well,
if
guys,
she's fingers.
this could be an easy quest, or we may not.
How
find an
many-
easy quest.
How many gnome fingers do you want in exchange for helping us?
I would have to see the fingers. Are we talking about your fingers?
No, not my fingers, but they're great fingers. They're great gnome fingers.
Let me see them.
I'll show you the fingers.
They've decayed
This
a bit.
comic have.
They've decayed a bit when you pull them out.
Mm-hmm.
She eyes them. She bends down real close to look at them. She does only have one eye, so you don't think too much of it. But when she gets close enough, she takes a real quick lick of one of them. No. Those won't do. Those won't do. Not fresh enough.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm. Well,
I guess we're house
Looks like
sitting.
we're house sitting.
Yep. All right. How long will you be gone for?
It won't take long. Give me just a minute here. And she's gathering up a couple of things.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts on this woman.
Okay. Seems as though she indeed does want to go. She's envisioning that apparently at nighttime, her hovel's attacked by the dryads that she had imprisoned here. And that is that's why she won't leave, because she has to fend off her home from their spirits at night.
Oh, I
Maybe
have a
one of
question
us,
for her.
maybe one of us, one or two of us should go with her to make sure she comes back, and then then the others stay here.
Who do you think should go?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that.
I'll go. I'm not watching her, but I'm not giving her a bath, but I'll go with her.
Is that on the table? Is that an offer?
You could ask her.
You ask her, Ronak. You want to do it?
Yeah.
You're desperate to watch this old hag bathe.
I mean, like, you know, I don't know. If she doesn't come back, then we're stuck sitting in this house in hell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Knowing that I still have detect thoughts on, I'm gonna ask her, if you leave and we stay, are we like trapped here? Are we gonna get attacked by anything?
I haven't left my home in centuries. Do you think I would abandon it now?
You didn't answer my question.
No, of course
You
not.
can
I wouldn't
stay here.
trap you here. Why would I do such a thing? I don't want you here.
Can we have a general estimated amount of time? And if you're not back by a certain time, we leave.
Yes, I'll be back by the morning.
Okay, there we go. That's not so bad, guys. We all could use a rest, right?
Are we gonna get attacked while we're here?
Yeah, we're gonna get attacked by those dryads.
Yes,
asking
you
her-
will. That's why I have to leave. Surely you can handle a few dryads that this old lady's been handling for centuries.
I'm just annoyed that you didn't offer this information up originally. We had to dig it out of you.
Well, didn't you see the ghost floating around on your way here?
So it's our fault for not assuming that was gonna happen.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care for this. I don't
Crabby.
care for Avernus, guys. I do not
Crabby.
care for it.
Kravik, you are moving towards vengeance. As we saw before, vengeance is the wrong way. Suffering is the right way. Does it hurt to hear her talk? Yes. But that is the way forward. I ask her really quick. I say, Hag, who was that drow that we saw before?
Drow? I know
Yes,
not a
we
drow.
saw a drow. We saw a drow impaled upon feeding vines that seemed to leach him of his blood.
No, probably someone wandering in. Got lost, I assume.
Ah, you know that. All right.
How old was his body?
Old. You know.
Flesh? Was there flesh remaining?
Yes, some, but it was mottled.
Then I wouldn't know. Did I mention I haven't left my hovel in several centuries?
You did once or twice. Okay, be on your way. Please go bathe. They'll be here.
All right, she begins. She gathers up her things, and she walks into the middle of the hovel, and she's waving her arms like she wants you to back up, and she's like she needs some room. And when you guys back up, she cuts her hand across the palm with a small dagger, and the blood spills out on the ground of the hovel, and she begins studying the pattern that the blood makes. Then she's glancing around and she points to the south, and then she puts her little pack across her shoulder and begins tottering out of the house. You can hear the skulls of the infants clanking as she walks, and she goes off and disappears into the bramble.
She's really cute with her cute little knapsack, her little satchel. Adorable.
Did anybody wait? We need to back up. Was somebody really going to go with her? Was that?
No, I was going to, but I decided not to.
Okay.
And she said that she'd be back by morning.
Okay.
No, it was when I called you a dirty, a perv, a little perv. That perv. That's when you change your mind.
Listen, don't shame me for my preferences, okay?
Just be upfront about it is all I'm asking.
I like them green or I like them old, okay?
Let me. I forgot I've got a map for this. Let me pull it open.
Greener.
Green IMSA, red IMSA, they can be any color.
Any color.
All right, let me get this pulled up real quick. Here we go. I'm going to share this map with everybody, then I'll drop you guys on.
Can I ask, what time did the hag leave? Like, what was the...
It was evening. The sun was starting to set.
Okay. So would we have some time to, like, prepare? Because it sounds like we're going to probably
Yeah,
fight.
you guys have some time, yeah. And I'm going to drop you guys out on the map. Do have a map of her hovel here. In case you guys wanted to explore.
Do you mean, like, set traps?
Let's do some... Let's do home stuff.
All right, can you guys see?
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh, yeah, it's very dark, though.
Does she have any books?
Well, you don't see any in this room. There is a treasure chest over there to the west side of the cave, and there is a section of the cave that goes further south.
I'm gonna send my
What?
bat through the south to see what it can see.
Yeah, you guys had. Let me make sure I'm not telling a lie here. Yeah, you guys have walked through that area, so I'll just kind of move you down to it so you can see. That's where you had came into this place at, and it's kind of set up like a bedroom area over here where she obviously sleeps. There's a fireplace with a couple of chairs there, and a table where she eats. All of this is covered in filth and blood and body fluids of various sorts. There's decaying flesh swinging from the ceiling. You do not see any books, though.
All right.
Where do we stand on snooping in an Airbnb? Like, are we okay with it? You know, if you find a journal at an Airbnb, do you read it? What's the vibe? Is it ghost?
I think it's expected.
Okay, I agree. I'm gonna roll an investigation check. I want to check to see if I can find anything. I only got a 9, so I probably don't find anything. Like a journal, vibrator, like something fun.
I'll also investigate.
Wow, nobody got good investigations.
Well, you guys find things, okay? You don't find anything, super
Personal?
interesting, or personal, or a journal, or anything like that. But you do find that there are. Let me see who rolled what, so I can say who found what. Lenora, anybody wants to investigate? Roll for me. That way I can play this out correctly. Is anybody else going to investigate? Are you going to, Tronic?
I'll do an investigation.
Why not?
Okay, here we go. Is that everybody? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Tronic, you right here where I'm moving your character to, there are grates in the floor here, and it looks like it goes down into an underground area, and beneath there are bodies, but there are also some living people down there. They look like they're so hungry or famished and tired that they're not even asking for help, but they're chained to the walls underneath of there. Balasar, you don't see that, by the way, but you do So you rolled a 12. Well, actually, let me move to Kravik next. Kravik, when you're down in this room investigating, you do find there's some alcohol down here, and you do find in her bedroom, in the bed is a decayed to the bed skeleton. In other words, you can tell that the flesh has literally rotted into the bed, and right beside it, you can see where there's an indent in the bed, and that's where she must sleep, right beside it. Balasar,
Gross.
you just find more, that this place is gross, and she's obviously murdered a lot of people in here. Body parts of various races of, and etc. That's pretty much all you guys find.
She's a racist.
No, she's not
Everyone-
racist. She's murdering everybody.
All the
I-
races.
Least racist
Okay.
thing you could do.
She doesn't kill down. She kills everyone equally.
Obviously, I tell the rest, guys, there are people down here, and they look emaciated. Like they haven't been fed, and they can't even speak. There's got people under the floors. Like, is this really somebody we want to trust here? And also, what do we do about these people?
I mean, not to be dark, but we're in hell. I feel like most of the people here probably aren't great. I'm just guessing they're probably bad.
Balasar, you're God post for morality. What do you think?
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, we can now.
Okay. Good. What, there are people under the floor or something? There are people that we need to get rid of? Sorry, I was dealing with dog stuff.
Yeah.
She's got people under the floor. I'm just saying, what do we trust this woman? And what do we do with these people? Was the question that I proposed.
If people are trapped here and want to be free, we must try and free them. Can we let me talk to them? I will see what their situation is.
All right.
Okay.
But reminder that we're being attacked. We know we're being attacked sometime in the not too distant.
Yes. We
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
being
well,
attacked.
maybe
The sun is going
Balasar
down,
deals
but
with
it's
that.
not completely down. There's still a bit of light
Okay.
outside.
I'm gonna turn to Kravik and be like, do you want to try to set up some magical traps, magical protections?
Magical traps. So let's see what I got here.
Okay, we're gonna go do that while Balasar deals with his moral dilemma.
So, is this place big enough that I could have strong bad in here, or is it not big enough for a horse to be in?
Yeah, a horse could be in here. In the room you're in,
Okay,
it might be difficult to travel through the tunnels to the south there
Gotcha.
where you came in, but in this particular room, yeah, a horse could fit in
Okay,
here.
so then in that case, I probably left strong bad outside or something.
Yeah.
So, all right. If we get attacked, whatever, I'll dismiss strong bad. All right. I asked Tronic, show me to these people who are under the floors.
He points you to the south. There's three grates on the floor here, which obviously is an underground cutout area, and there are some dead bodies down there, and there are at least a couple of people alive, but they don't even seem to be responding at this time. They're just lying there. They look like they're just completely famished and tired.
They can't even respond. They won't even talk.
Well, are you saying something to them? I just meant they're not
Yeah, I'm
responding to
understand.
you, looking at them or anything.
Oh, hello. Do you need aid? I am Balasar, Paladin of Torm, and I come to save the holy and righteous. Do you need aid?
You hear from the vent far to your right there, you hear a cackle. Righteous!
Lenora laughs.
You
They're making fun of you.
You joke from this position, vantage point? What? Why are you down there? What has the hag done to you?
You free us from the hag?
If you are worthy, yes. What has she done to you? Not so funny anymore, is it, huh?
We're to be used for her experiments and spells.
Experiments. What kind of experiments and spells?
Well, I'm not a mage. How would I know?
How did you find yourself down here? And who am I talking to? What kind of creature?
It's hard to tell because they're just so. They look. Their skin's falling off of them. It's hard to tell, but possibly a human. It's dark in
Show
there.
yourself.
You hear the rattle of chains. I can't quite move now, can I?
How come you to be trapped by this hag?
Well, if you want me to be quite honest, I ate some bad tuna when I awoke in here.
You ate bad tuna?
It's not the best story. It's not the best story, but it's what happened.
It's a pretty bad story, quite frankly.
Balthazar, can I put
real judgy as of late?
Me? We are in a land of liars. There are good liars and bad liars, and this seems a terrible lie.
Well, I can lie if you want me to.
Perception check on what Lenore is hearing. Does she hear the truth? God, those are so bad today.
You're not sure? Balthazar, you're not sure either? But you do feel like maybe they're insane.
They're insane.
Charnik, you think you are pretty sure that they are lying.
Guys, I feel like these guys are lying. I don't know, call it instinct.
Yes, I am lying. I admit it. I was a great knight.
Perception check on that?
Yeah, come on. A great knight, a truly great
Lenora,
knight should know something.
You're pretty sure that is definitely a lie. You actually heard a little snicker after he said that.
If you want any help from us, you'll stop with the jokes and the lies. Now, who are you? How did you come to be here?
Well, if you want honesty, then the truth is that I just want to be here, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
well,
That's
if you
what I
want
was
to be here, then okay.
My children, they love to eat berries, and they get all the berries that they want.
What?
Okay.
I'm
Jeez.
starting to get a real good idea of why these people are down locking crates.
Yes.
Suddenly you hear another voice from the middle crate yell up. Can you fetch me some water, righteous one?
Balazar.
Can I fetch you water?
Yes.
I shall give you water if there is among. But who are you, and what brings you down here?
Oh,
Are you also here because of berries?
I'm a merchant. Would you like to see my wares?
All right.
I'm starting to doubt everyone here.
Then you hear another voice from the one that you're closest to there, and it yells up, I have better goods than he. Come to my store.
The question is, are they all insane from hunger? Or are they all just pure bastards?
Porque
I
no los
know
dos.
not.
Can it be both?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Seems like
I
a little
shall-
column A, a little column B.
I shall try to discern this last one. I'll roll a perception. That's not bad.
What are you trying to look into here?
Trying to discern the last one who asked me a glass of water, like what's his deal?
You think there's more to it
Okay.
than just wanting a drink of water.
Why do you want water? What need ye of water
I wish
here
to
in a place like this?
drown.
To drown?
Yes,
Why to drown?
I've just always wanted to drown.
You've always wanted to drown. And this other one wanted to get away from his kids or family. Are you all, you have all died and been brought here to Avernus?
I told you I ate bad tuna. It's as
I
simple as
see.
that. It's as simple as that.
You think these are the damned?
These are possibly the damned, yes. Have been brought here and taken by this hag, and yet they cannot give a straight answer. Chronic, I do not. I would offer help to those who are righteous or who ask forgiveness, but to allow the damned to be truly damned, I am all right with.
Works for me.
Are you guys all in the same room, or Krapik, are you still down in the southern part?
He's drunk now.
Jared is probably cooking dinner, but he's muted.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard. I was shouting unmuting so that person would tell you that I'm unmuting.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Are you?
I just realized Krabik now has access to that California weed, so we're kind of
He's done. He's
I am
he's
perfectly
full
sober.
sentence to me
We're so
in
fucked.
weeks.
I am perfectly sober. Thank you very much. No, I assumed that I was with Fife because
Okay.
Fife was saying we're gonna
Right.
set magical traps and everything.
Okay. Well, you guys hear a loud banging sound coming from the southern room. It sounds like things might be breaking.
Before we go investigate that, do we know how many entrances and exits this place has?
Yes, there's only
How
one where you came in to the south, where you're hearing the
Mhm.
noise. That's the entrance.
Gotcha. All right. Well, in that case, I think we should go investigate that room.
let us, if we know we are to be attacked from one direction, let us prepare in a smart manner. Let us lay in wait for the siege and attack with purpose.
Well, there is
Yeah.
a banging happening.
We heard a banging not of the door, but of something from another room, right?
Yeah, the room
Yeah.
where the entrance is, yes. Which
Okay,
there
before
was
we do
no
that,
door.
I'm
There
just
was
going-
no door, by the way.
I'm going to casually just throw up a wall of force right in front of the entrance. So nothing.
The entrance of this back room that you're in now, or...
The entrance of the whole hovel.
Okay, so you're going to move through the tunnel into the southern room so you can see it?
Yeah. Wherever the entrance is, I'm just gonna put a big wall of force just right in front of it, so that at the very least, they can't go in through the main entrance.
Okay, this is the entrance right here that I'm circling. Is everybody moving down into
Mhm.
that room, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
If she moves down there, then I too will move down there and say, "Well, never mind. I guess I didn't say anything then." And go as well.
Right, moving everybody down there. So as you guys come through the tunnel and you come into this room, there is a giant branch twisting its way as soon as you walk in the room through the entrance. It's completely blocked the entrance, and it's just slapping around knocking things off, and that was the sound you heard. It's banging against the front of the hovel, and it's just kind of trying to twist its way into the door. Everybody roll initiative for me real quick.
Damn it.
Man. Ooh, nice.
How does it go before me? We got the same roll.
Undead tree, undead tree.
Under the tree.
Undead the tree.
Under the tree.
All right. Tronic, you're up first.
Let me see here. So, do I know anything about these dryad things or whatever? Or is it just the undead trees are coming in first? I guess. So I guess
Yeah.
I gotta attack the undead tree.
Yeah, it's blocking the only entrance.
Do I know anything like weapon tactical wise that like is my sword going to be effective? Because I could also set it on fire, but I also don't want to set the whole hovel on fire. So.
Yeah, that would certainly be a bad idea because there's a lot of wood here. So, unless you could get it outside.
That's not a bad idea. Can I? How big is this thing?
Well, from your vantage point, it must be pretty large, as I can tell. It's just a branch of it slapping around. You can't see the tree currently.
Oh, got it. All right. Well, I guess I'll try to at least cut off the limb that's coming in here, I guess. Does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
That's a hit. We'll base if it chops it off, based on the damage.
Okay, I did not say flame on with this one.
And that's a crit for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
Cool.
You didn't roll a 19. Sorry. It was your plus 15. Sorry, never mind. All right, 14 damage. 18. Yeah. So the you do manage to chop off the branch that is in the doorway. So now the doorway is clear and open. You can see it is a very large tree. You can't see the entire thing through the opening there in the front of the hovel, but it is outside. Now you guys can see there are at least one other dryad out there beside it, and it's lumbering towards the home.
I'm gonna try to distract it in the opposite direction so that we get it away from the hovel, so we have some room to cast some spells and whatever else we need to do.
You can outside. Okay.
So I charge outside. I know that's probably movement will take up one turn. Then I'll kind of like try to swing around to the other side of it if I can.
Okay. Is that right?
Then,
what I did?
How far? I mean, could I go over behind it?
You probably couldn't run that
like
far. This is about as far as you can move, but you can move to the other direction. You don't have to go this side.
No, I think this side's fine. And then, so I have 3 movements. So I mean, so I can still get an attack in here.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Right.
You can move anytime.
Now that I'm outside, I say flame on.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't. Last thing I needed was flaming tree coming on this house. Never mind. No flame on.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay.
All right, 16 damage. And
that's it for me for now.
5, it's your turn.
Well, now I can't. Now Tronic's on the other side. I will. Ooh. I will. What am I gonna do? I will just cast Hex. Well, actually, no. I will cast. I guess I'm gonna run up as well. You're like right here. You're still in the doorway, but like being able to see Cursed Dryad too.
Okay.
And I will just cast Hex. And then giving it disadvantage on, I don't know, wisdom.
Okay.
Or dexterity. I'll give it disadvantage on dexterity. And then I will just hit it 4 times with Eldritch Blast.
All right. It's a hit. 14 damage.
And then another one. Ooh, not one. I will re-roll. No, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I miss it. I got 2 nat ones. Okay. And then I got 20. Oh my god, what a life. What a life.
Crit.
Okay, is it a crit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sadly.
I don't think it gave me the crit die though, because it only gave me 1d10.
It gave you D10. It should look like it might have to give you an extra D6 or something.
Yeah. Because I also, I have to get, so I get 2d6 as well because I have Hex on it.
Okay, right.
So then another, so it's 19, and then
22.
22 total.
All right.
And then I'm going to throw a bardic inspiration at Lenora because she's next.
Thank you.
So you get extra d12.
Thank you very much.
And that's my turn. I'm so mad at those 2 crits. Those 2 fucking nat ones. What the hell?
All right.
Yeah,
so Lenora's turn.
Did those hit us at all?
No. Well, it wouldn't make sense for them to because you guys are like nowhere near her direction, so they just kind of fired off into the forest.
Fantastic.
Hey, I don't have. I don't seem to have turn undead on my skill sheet here. I have destroy undead, which I think is not powerful enough. Again, he's a CR rating, which is
Right.
CR.
Let me see if it shows it.
Yeah.
I forget how CR is calculated. It doesn't say. Let me just look. I'll just Google it. Hang on.
Okay, sure. If not, you try to find turn undead skills. Turn, add it because I don't have it on my sheet for some reason.
You would think that would be easy to find. Let me see. It's close enough. According to this, it says it's a challenge rating of 3.
Okay, great. Then.
Oh no, never mind. It does show it on here. I'm sorry. It's challenge rating of 9.
Okay. I was gonna say, seems unlikely, but I could instantly destroy this guy. Okay. Then let me look up turn undead, which I'm not seeing here. So let me just Google it myself. Turn undead D&D 5e.
I think it's like a fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pushes any undead within a nearby area of 5 feet in radius back, or at least, or back 15 feet.
I have turn undead, and it says
and paralyzed.
You present your holy symbol and speak a prayer, ensuring fiends and undead, censuring fiends. Each fiend or undead that can see you or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Yeah.
All right.
A turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can,
Right.
and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions.
Right.
It can only use dash or escape, etc. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, Nate, I don't have the ability, so should we want to just roll a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. I got you.
Do I roll? Maybe I can do destroy undead? No, it doesn't even show up. Oh, I know where it is. I know where that turn undead is.
What is your what's it called? Your spell
My wisdom DC is 14.
14? Nope. Does it have any pluses? Or that's the total?
It's just it's wisdom DC 14. I don't know.
Okay.
14 would be +2, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, he probably would save it.
Yeah, he's saved, yeah.
Let's use luck roll on that. And I did find it.
Okay.
It's in my actions, not in my skills. That's why it's over here. So not
Right, yeah.
Here we go. Targeting and casting.
Okay, cool. Oh dang.
Oh!
Yes.
He failed.
Oh.
He got a
Critical fail.
okay, critical fail. So as you cast this,
Noise.
it's a blinding light, and it doesn't turn. It begins backing up, and it backs up far against the brambles here, and the color of the bark begins to turn an ash color, and its limbs droop real low, and its mouth begins to open and just continues to open until it's almost touching the ground, and it remains motionless.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Consider that a non-threat, at least for now.
Yep.
Timing, because it was his turn.
Yep, undead tree, no action. Balasar, it's your turn.
So then I, frankly, from knowing turn undead, would probably know that Lenora had turned the undead, and would know that it reverts if it takes damage, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Then I will not damage this bitch. I will move over to this cursed dryad. And I will swing. Let me turn on some. Let's turn on some divine smites. Okay.
Nice. Woo! Look at all that dice. 33 damage.
Okay. That was a. Okay. Okay. That. And I will use another one. And I'll swing again.
Ooh, nat 20.
That's
Crit.
what I want to see.
Crit.
All right.
All right, it lets out a loud wail, and it vanishes right before your eyes.
Great.
You hear the echoes of it through the bramble to the south, as if its spirit is returning somewhere.
That's all.
Was that your turn, or did you have? Was that it? I thought you had a third thing you could do.
That's it. I get
Okay.
2 attacks.
All right, the other dryad is going to come for you, Balasar. It is reaching out its fingers and grabbing for you. It missed. It lets out a loud wail, a very loud screech. It's rolling against your constitution. You failed. The wail penetrates into your ears, causing some psychic damage. 8 damage.
Okay.
And Crab, it's your turn.
Okay. Here. I am going to do something very simple. I'm just gonna hit this thing with a chromatic orb.
Miss.
And missed. All right, that's it.
Lenore looks back at Kravik like, that was it?
I think you guys have this.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be on there. All right, Turnic, it's your turn.
Kravik. It's not. You don't have a +6. You only have a +11. You gotta fix your shit.
I don't know how it works. Somebody else do it.
So it's actually
so
a
it would
plus-
actually been. It should have been plus what? 11.
The hit would have been 15. So I don't know what they're.
Hang on, let me check. No, that wouldn't have hit.
What good. Okay, there you go. But Kravik's got to make sure he's got his spells right.
Every time we fix them, they go back. So
It's your turn, though, Turnic. I think Turnic may be muted. Or is he AFK?
Is he gone? I mean, I'm sure he would have hit a bunch of times.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do it for him here. I don't know how he flames on, but what does he roll for that? Does anybody? I'll scroll up and see.
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't go FK. I don't know what happened with my mic there. Yeah, I am going to flame on and attack, as you said. I'm very predictable.
All right.
So hang on a second. So what's the story with the undead tree though? Just running away.
He's just sitting there motionless. He changed color. He dropped his branches and opened his mouth really wide, and he's just sitting there motionless.
I'm gonna jump inside on my next turn, so don't worry, guys. I got this.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with this cursed dryad then.
Okay.
The one that's closest to me. Man, what's with the 4s? Good thing I have also whatever, still a hit. Right, that is a hit, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then the flame sword.
Okay, I'll add that.
Alright, and then I'm gonna do it again.
It's a hit. 13 damage. I'll add the 5. All right.
And one more for good measure.
It's a hit.
I love that a 5 hits. It's the best.
6 more.
4
I'll
hit.
add that.
A 4 hit also.
And now it is 5's turn.
I mean, I'm a one-trick pony, but my one trick's pretty good.
It's a strong trick. Strong trick. Okay,
It's a good
I
trick.
will now target the other dryad, and I'll just blast and hope I don't get nat ones again.
Ooh, crit.
Nice.
All right, and the
Okay.
dryad lets out a scream and echoes, disappears, echoing off into the brambles. Everybody's close enough. Let's say Tronic, Balasar, and Fife. I'll roll a perception check for me real quick.
Gosh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Never mind. I got it.
Yep, he got it. Balasar, let's just see if everybody notices. Fife does, Balasar does.
Hi, animal.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
I'm probably-
Insane. We are so powerful. Oh. I mean,
what's going
we
on?
would still
What?
die at Tiamat's hands.
So Turnic, you don't notice. Turnic don't notice, but Fife and Balasar, you notice that the undead tree, inside of its mouth, you can see there's a skeleton in there. It's lodged into it's almost like a hollow cavity. What looks like a mouth. It's like a hollow cavity right there in its trunk, and there's a skeleton in there. It looks like it's wearing a hat.
Oh my god. That's really cool.
What kind of hat?
Yeah.
No, that's just Kirsten being very excited about a skeleton with a hat, because I think that's funny.
It might go with your bag.
What kind of hat is it? Is it a straw hat? Is
You
it
can't-
a knit hat?
You can't really tell from here. You can just, because it's kind of dark in the hollow there. You have to get a little closer, but it's definitely wearing a hat. It's in like a fetus position in there. It's a small skeleton.
Oh, like a fetus?
It's too big to be a fetus, unless it was
Okay,
a very large creature, perhaps.
Small child, another small. And what's with the? Are your kids misbehaving, Nathan?
I didn't write this campaign. I didn't write this part. I stole this straight out of D&D.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure everything was okay over there.
Yeah. When Nathan writes his own campaign, it's just going to be like child slaves all the time.
All right, so are you inspecting it, Fife?
Yeah, I want to get a little closer and do like a check.
And you noticed it too, Balasar. Are you coming down to look at it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. As you guys get closer, you do realize it looks to be a gnome skeleton. And it is wearing a hat. It
Can we do
seeming
perception on the hat?
sure. Roll a yeah, just roll a perception check. That's fine.
Perception? You got
Okay, and we'll do that too.
Yes, it's some sort of magic hat. It does have magical properties. You'd have to inspect it to know for sure what. And also, you guys notice it's clutching what looks like it might be a wand, perhaps.
Okay, can I use Mage Hand to try to take the hat and the wand?
Sure. You reach in with the mage wand.
All right, it's my turn.
And remove the hat. And you have to pry a little bit, but the wand comes free as well. They're out. You do recognize the hat is the Hat of Disguise. It is a. It allows you to use an action to cast Disguise Self spell from will, and the spell's only removed if the hat is removed. And the wand is a magical wand. It's the wand of the War Mage, and gives a bonus to spell attack rolls, determined by the wand's rarity. So you ignore half cover when making a spell attack, and let's see, special item, and let's see. Yeah, it's a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard wand.
It'll work out real well for this guy.
What's it called?
The Wand of the War Mage, +1.
Wand of the War.
Kravik, you want a wand?
I do want a wand. Thank you so much.
All right,
Chuck him a wand.
I'm gonna drop that in your inventory.
If there are no objections, I'll take this hat as it might help to disguise me as a dragonborn every
What
so often.
style of
Unless,
hat is it?
yes, what style of hat? That's fair.
It says it's a seemingly ordinary hat, but it's of finer quality than would normally be the case for something like this. So it just looks like a regular little hat. Like you.
Does it look like a trilby, a pork pie, a fedora?
Let me see.
Would it fit on? Would it fit on
a
your head?
cowboy.
Anyway? It was on this gnome's head. Would it fit on your head? Is the question.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If it doesn't fit or it doesn't seem best for me, I'm totally fine to not take it.
Oh, you should take it.
Okay, I looked up.
What?
They did end up giving a better description of this in another book. Apparently, it says it's actually a brass cap covered in runes, but with two pieces that fit closely over the ears, and it's made mainly out of leather, stitched together leather with some brass pieces on it, and a couple of runes are etched into it, and it does have a little flap that kind of covers up over ears.
Yeah.
Well, in that, sorry, go ahead.
Take it.
Yeah, but that's it. If it's a leather cap that fits over the ears of a gnome, I don't know if it fits over someone who is 8 feet tall, or whatever I am. So it would be fair to say.
I feel like a magic hat should be able to fit anybody, and if not, it's like you just have a magical yarmulke instead of a hat.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'll take it, and if it fits, then I won't.
Yeah,
I'll
magic
use it,
items.
and I won't.
Magic items in D&D can be worn, can fit any creature, regardless of size or build.
All right. Well, I look around. I was like,
They magically adjust themselves to the wearer according to D&D.
Yeah. Would anyone else feel the urge to have such a hat? As we have determined. Okay. All right.
No takers. All right. I'm dropping it in your inventory.
All right. Thank you.
Did it go in? Trying to find it. I don't think it worked. Hang on. Let me Yeah. Oh, whoops. Actually, dropped the wrong thing in there. Hang on. I put the wand in there. Let me delete that. All right.
What did you drop in there? Oh,
I
nice.
put the wand in there. All right. There we go. Hat should be in here. And just see if it. Yep. There it is.
I see it. Yeah.
All right. And about this time, the bramble begins to move a bit. It's still the middle of the night, but Ruth, the old hag, comes wandering out. She does look quite a bit fresher than she did when she'd left a few hours ago. I can see that the Dryads attacked just as predicted, and you handled them just as well. Good job, I would say, except for even this old woman has been handling them for centuries, so... And she begins tottering back towards the hovel. Come inside, I will honor my end of the deal. She's waving for everyone to come inside.
Yeah, we follow.
All right, back inside.
Being real passive aggressive.
Back inside the hovel. She's sat down in the chair in front of the fireplace, and she's got a fire roaring. Well, for Ralzala, if he really wants to be free of his pact, he's going to have to drink the blood of a titan to free himself from his pact. Did he tell you who made the pact? I bet he didn't.
Think Zerial?
Oh, then he does tell the truth sometimes.
So he has to drink Zerial's blood?
No, not Zerial. That would be quite ridiculous. Zerial is much more powerful than a titan, but any titan's blood would do. Just so happens I know one you could speak with.
Got another quest!
I mean, I don't know if your titan... All right, I'll tell you what. On 3, we'll say the name of the titan at the same time. If it's the same titan, we might know him. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Roscar.
Say one.
No, indeed not him. I don't know him. I've never heard such a name.
Great.
Oldrak! That's who I know. He's not what he used to be. I'll say that.
Oh no, are we just gonna have to kill an old titan?
I don't think you'll have to kill him.
Oh, okay.
You got a map, and I'll tell you where he's at. You got a map?
We do have a map.
A map?
Yes, let me see that. Let me see that. As you're handing it to her, she purposefully rubs her old fingers across your fingers as she's grabbing the map.
Are you coming on to me?
They're just nice fingers, dear. That's all.
I whispered to Sonic, sorry, man. Sorry.
She draws
With
a
this little baby.
big skull on the map. Now, of course, things tend to move around a bit over time here in Avernus, but if you just leave the bramble patch, and you travel south a bit and head over to the west, you can't miss it. You can't miss it.
Bramble to the west, can't miss it. Is
So
he gonna
you're-
just give us blood?
Yes, I believe he'll make some sort of deal, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then we gotta go to fucking the south and do another thing.
Is he... I'll leave you with a riddle.
Great. Because we needed more stuff, lady. Go ahead.
I just like how mad I know it's gonna make Lenora when stuff like this happens.
Could he be a fallen titan or a wimp with delusions of grandeur? I'll leave that for you to decide when you meet him yourselves.
A
No,
riddle
you
and
are-
kind of a roast.
Yeah, I think you're dunking on him. I don't think you know the difference between a riddle and dunking, lady.
In hell, all riddles are just dunks.
Should we call it there, Nate, or do we have a
Yeah, we
short
can
thing?
call... Well, we could get to the next destination. That'd be a good way to end it,
Alright.
I think.
Sounds good.
Unless you guys want to
we
do
don't
something
have
else
to
here.
worry- No, we don't have to worry about this undead tree, right? Even though he's turned for a minute, he's not gonna
Yeah,
like stalk us or whatever, right?
Well, he's on the map. I don't. Is he? Dead?
Yeah, he's as good as dead. He was giving up. You scared him.
Nice.
Great.
Before we leave, can I ask this witch if she's got any potions for sale?
Oh yeah, the original thing she offered us.
Oh, of course. I almost forgot. Hang on, let me go back. She does have some potions. She has...
Potion of healing.
She does have that, for sure. She has potions of healing. She also has acid resistance, clairvoyance, climbing, cloud giant strength, cold resist, fire breath.
What does clairvoyance do?
That one is a... Gain the effect of clairvoyance spell. Hang on, what is that?
See clearly somehow, or you see the future? What does clairvoyant mean exactly in this context?
I thought it helped with spellcasting, but hang on, let me see. It's an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, a place you've visited or seen before, or an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, in a grove of trees. So it's to be able to see a place that you've been before, real time.
That's pretty useful. I think we should get that. Yeah, how much
Yeah.
for the clairvoyance potion?
100 gold.
Easy.
Done. How much for the climbing and cloud giant strength?
Well, and the acid resist would help against Tiamat too.
And that one too.
Climbing, 10 gold.
Oh my god, yeah. So 110, and then the cloud giant strength. How much is that?
1,000.
Ugh. No, okay.
Yeah, I would love that, but I definitely don't have 1,000 gold.
Tea kettle.
I'll make you a deal. Give me them old rotted gnome fingers you showed me earlier. I'll give you a potion of cloud giant strength.
We still want.
Okay.
But wait. Then we have to find new gnome fingers for the.
We can't give her all of the gnome fingers.
How many
We're
do you
supposed to
have?
give some of the gnome fingers to
We have a whole hand.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
all of them? Well, she only... I thought we didn't show all of them to her. I thought she'd only seen 3 of them.
Give her the thumb.
We give her a thumb and a pinky.
Yeah.
One
thumb of
more.
the pinky.
One more.
Oh my god. How about the palm of the hand?
Wait, how much do these potions cost?
We give her
Why-
2 thumbs and a pinky? Is that what you're saying?
Don't we have so much money? Why are we heckling with the rarer resource?
I don't. Gold is whatever. hand, we're never gonna try again.
Bartering with gnome fingers.
Well, I only have 900 gold right now. So, and after I spend money on the thing.
I'm stupid. I think, as I recall, I'm stupid rich. You're making a lot of noise, Jarrett. You're scraping pans.
Yeah, Jared,
I
consult
can't believe
yourself.
you guys can hear that.
Yeah, it's really
Like
loud.
really clearly.
Yeah. I have 8,359. I buy all the potions, and I don't think I think nothing of it. I'm like, put that disgusting hand away, and I just throw gold at this lady.
Okay. So do you want me to put the potions that Fife wanted in her inventory or in yours? Or did you also want to buy them?
No. If my gift to Fife.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the giant strength
Yeah.
for 1,000. Okay.
Right, Fife. You wanted all of them.
Well, I wanted the giant strength for one of our beefy boys because I think that'll give them better attacks.
Who am I giving that to then?
That makes sense.
Tronic or Balsar?
I think I have a belt already of
Yeah, you
giant
do.
strength, so
You
so
do.
you could probably give it to
Yeah,
Balsar.
maybe we skip that potion.
Tronic also has that potion too in his inventory. He has one already.
Okay. Let's.
I would love it, quite frankly.
Okay.
All right.
You can have it. I'll take it out.
Hey,
of my
Balthazar, real quick, this potion is yours, but quick question. What's the best trait again? Of all the traits out there that we experienced today? Between, vengeance and and just remind me which one was the best one? Truest one?
I give him my potion of giant strength. You don't have to answer that.
Wow. All right. Myself 1,000 gold. Great.
All right, I'm gonna give you 2 then.
Take it out of my inventory. But
Okay.
I want the acid resist one.
Oh, the acid resist. Hang on, let me check it.
Really? Have we experienced acid ever as a party?
Well, we will.
You
when
did
we
with
fight
Tiamat.
The head of a
got
black
five- you got
dragon.
five-
yes,
you got five
yeah.
with the Tiamat.
Yeah, you did experience it when you fought Tiamat.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair
That one is 20 gold.
Sold.
You just want one?
The range?
I'm
There's
This is
a
like-
shop
I-
where like some of your goods cost 2 digits worth of money, and some
I
cost
love this.
4 digits worth of money.
This is like, but it's like Thailand. It's like our currency goes so
Yeah.
far.
What it is she gives you guys 1/5 off their lowest price.
Wow.
John Vander says Thailand is just like hell.
Or I'm sorry, you were paying 1/5. You're not 1/5 off. You're paying 1/5 of their
I'm just
lowest
saying, if
cost.
you're a
So,
demon, your
I'll buy-
currency
I'll buy
goes
one
a long
for
way.
myself.
Because
Does
it's
anybody
true.
else need one? You guys should probably take one.
What,
Half
an
off
acid
of it.
resist potion? I'll take one
Does
if
she-
you're
does she have multiple?
buying.
Yeah. There's no reason not to own lots of these for like 10 a pop. Yeah, let's get them. Let's all get one.
It's 20 gold. You don't
Yeah,
have
20 a
gold?
pop for sure.
Oh, I have 20 gold. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I have no problem buying for you if you don't, but that's like it's not like 1,000 gold.
So everybody wants one?
I feel like we've reached the level of D&D friendship where we just like be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy you a beer. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm happy to buy my own potion, acid resist potion for 20 gold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a couple.
All right.
I'll take one.
Oops.
I'll take one.
All right. Who said they wanted to?
Oh, I have
Jared
two, but I
said
didn't
he
say that I
wants
wanted
two.
two.
He's absolutely.
I just wanted
screaming.
one.
Okay. Oh, Jarrett.
Eleven.
Yeah, Krabick said he wanted to. That's right. Hang on.
Probably wants to, yeah.
There it is. All right. Gotcha.
So I have two, but I only asked for one.
Do you have two?
So you can take one away. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I still added it twice. All right. Gotcha.
Did you add one to me? You got-
Should have.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Mhm.
Okay. All right. And
I have all these potions I've totally forgot about. I have a potion of fire breath. That ought to come in handy at some point.
We have a helm that shoots fire too, so
That's true.
it's probably why you haven't used it.
okay, are you guys heading off in the middle of the night? Are you going to rest here or?
Yeah, I didn't used too many spells. I think we're good to keep going, keep on trekking.
You're free to
Well,
sleep there in the bed. I can sleep here in the chair if you'd like rest before you leave.
The
That's-
Well,
bed?
let me ask you.
You want
super
5
weird.
of us sleep in one bed, lady?
I'm
let's
down
try
for
the
that.
Chocolate Factory.
I say we trust no one in Avernus.
Krabik, you remember the dead, rotted skeleton with the flesh rotted into the bed
Mm-hmm.
that you
Yeah,
found
no.
earlier?
How are you guys looking on time for tonight? Just wondering if it's a good spot to.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we're about to call it. Yeah, we're about to call it.
Yeah.
I just thought we'd open up the next scene.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go. Let's keep on moving. Yeah.
All right, so you guys, when you go back out into the bramble, it kind of just devours you in and spits you back out outside of it. You guys travel south through the night. It's early morning by the time you get there, and as you start getting close, it is very obvious because you can see a giant hilt of a sword in the distance. As you get closer, the sword is kind of driven down into the ground, and there is a cracked helm beside it. Both of those lie half buried in the ash of Avernus. There's a spherical stone set into the sword's pommel, and it still gleams with scarlet radiance as you guys are approaching it. And I will show you a picture, and then we can finish this next time. Or maybe. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Picture did not pull up. We will show that next week when it works. But anyway, yeah, giant. It's obviously his helmet and his sword crashed down into the ground, and the sword is glowing there on the spherical stone in its pommel. And we will continue next week. Thanks, everybody. We will be. Are we good for next week? We're coming up on.
Oh yeah, it's Memorial Day Monday, guys. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with next week, but I'm okay to hear other people can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
we don't have any plans.
I will let you know. Right now, I'm good.
Okay.
We'll keep it at that.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, guys, we'll most likely be back next Monday as long as everybody can make it. And we'll continue our adventure in Avernus. Lots of deal making and layered quests here going on. We'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Hey,
Thank
bye,
you.
everybody.